Welcome to Daily Gossip. You will get daily Hollywood and entertainment updates here. Remember to subscribe for the latest videos. In the world of showbiz, love stories sparkle under the public spotlight, but they also bear the pressure of scrutiny, suspicion, and constant speculation. Today, we're diving into a story that has captured the collective curiosity of fans across the Philippines and beyond. A story that is both emotional and perplexing. Are Gerald Anderson and Julia Barreto still together, or has their once envied romance finally come to an end? This episode will dissect every rumor, every Instagram clue, and every cryptic silence that has emerged in the past few weeks. Is this just a passing storm in a celebrity romance, or are we witnessing the quiet unraveling of one of the most talked about couples in Filipino entertainment? Gerald Anderson and Julia Barreto have long been the subject of intrigue. Their relationship started with controversy, survived waves of criticism, and blossomed into a partnership many fans grew to admire. Their chemistry both on and off screen was undeniable. They stood tall in the face of judgment, especially after Gerald's previous relationship with Bea Alonzo ended, and all fingers pointed at Julia as the cause. But in time, they proved that their love was not just scandal-fueled infatuation, but a steady and committed bond. At least, that's what we believed. Recently, however, fans began noticing a disturbing shift in the public dynamics between Gerald and Julia. The once regular flow of couple photos, sweet captions, and affectionate shout-outs on social media seem to have dried up. Julia's Instagram, in particular, raised eyebrows. Photos featuring Gerald began disappearing. Posts that once radiated love were suddenly gone. And in the world of social media, the deletion of a photo can speak louder than a press conference. The silence grew louder. Attentive fans noticed that Julia had been traveling alone. She posted solo photos from beautiful locations with no sign of Gerald by her side. Meanwhile, Gerald was seen attending events and conducting interviews alone as well. Their separate paths began fueling suspicions. Had the magic faded? Were they drifting apart? The questions reached a boiling point when Julia and Gerald were noticeably absent from each other's family events. Julia, who usually shared holiday snaps with Gerald, spent time with her family instead, while Gerald was spotted attending gatherings without Julia. Speculations erupted like wildfire. Social media was abuzz with hashtags like Sergeant Gerald and Julia split and Is it over? Fans weren't just curious, they were heartbroken. For many, Gerald and Julia represented the hope that true love could withstand gossip, controversy, and the harsh glare of public judgment. They had fought so hard to be together. Could it all really be falling apart? And then came the moment of clarity, or perhaps further confusion. In a recent interview with Tony Gonzaga, Gerald Anderson finally addressed the rumors. When asked about the status of his relationship with Julia, he responded simply, "We're okay." 2 words. Simple. Reassuring. Or are they? Gerald's choice of words left a lot to interpretation. "We're okay" isn't exactly the declaration of fiery, passionate love that many fans were hoping for. It's not "we're stronger than ever" or "she's the love of my life." Instead, it's a statement that sounds cautious, controlled, diplomatic. Could Gerald be downplaying deeper troubles behind closed doors? He also admitted that, like any couple, they've had their ups and downs. 5 years into a relationship, it's natural to face challenges. But the difference is that for celebrities like Gerald and Julia, every argument, every missed photo opportunity, and every private decision is public property. The weight of maintaining a relationship under such pressure is immense. Could it be that they've simply decided to keep things more private? Or is "we're okay" a quiet confirmation that the spark has dimmed? Let's also remember that this couple has navigated firestorms before. From the intense backlash that came with the start of their relationship to the constant comparisons with Gerald's past love interests. Especially Bea Alonso, Julia and Gerald have weathered storms most couples couldn't even imagine. For them to reach 5 years together despite everything is an achievement in itself. But it's also important to acknowledge that people grow, circumstances change, and love sometimes shifts into different forms. Perhaps what we're witnessing isn't a breakup, but a transition, a moment where two people, still respectful of each other, are figuring things out behind the scenes. Julia herself has been noticeably quiet about the rumors. She hasn't addressed the speculation publicly, which is unusual given her usually open nature on social media. Some interpret this silence as confirmation. Others believe it's her way of protecting her peace. After all, why fuel the fire of gossip when you're dealing with something so personal? One particularly emotional aspect of this story is how deeply invested the public has become. Gerald and Julia weren't just celebrities. They were a narrative, a story of redemption, of love surviving judgment. Their relationship, for better or worse, gave fans something to root for. That's why these rumors sting. It's not just about two people possibly breaking up. It's about the disillusionment of hope. Gerald's calm demeanor during the interview did little to comfort die-hard fans. Some said he looked distant. Others said he looked relieved. Every facial expression, every pause, every glance is being dissected for hidden meanings. The interview, while intended to bring clarity, has only intensified the mystery. But let's take a step back. Relationships are complex. Not every couple is required to share every detail with the public. Maybe Gerald and Julia are simply choosing to protect what's left of their love by pulling back from the public eye. Maybe they've matured past the stage of performative affection. Or maybe, just maybe, they are quietly navigating the end of their chapter. If they have indeed broken up, it would be a significant moment in showbiz culture. A reminder that even the most glamorous love stories can end in silence, without drama or declarations. And if they are still together, then perhaps this phase is just a testament to the evolving nature of long-term relationships, less about public affirmation and more about private endurance. In either case, Gerald and Julia deserve the space to figure it out. Whether they emerge stronger or go their separate ways, what they shared was real. The laughter, the travels, the joint interviews, the Instagram stories. It was all genuine, and for 5 years, it brought joy not just to them, but to millions of fans. As we wait for more clarity, let's not rush to conclusions. Let's allow them the dignity of privacy. And let's remember that behind every celebrity headline are real people with real emotions, trying to find their own way. This story is still unfolding. We'll be watching closely, not out of curiosity alone, but with empathy. Because in the end, whether it's a fairy tale or a farewell, the story of Gerald Anderson and Julia Barreto has already touched the hearts of many. So what do you think, Gossip family? Are Gerald and Julia just laying low, or has the curtain quietly closed on their love story? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Do you believe they're still together, or do you think the silence says it all? And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more daily emotional deep dives into the world of celebrity love, heartbreak, and everything in between. Thanks for watching Daily Gossip, where the truth behind the rumors lives. Subscribe and stay updated, because in showbiz, every silence has a story.